Morning, guys. We have kind of an interesting, get out of the sunshine, interesting job today. We are doing a drop and leave, which are always fun. Working with the branch manager today. I'm contracting for them to do some hazard tree removal for what they call an informal housing settlement here. So it's what we would call in the older days the townships, but it's the city of George has offered to help protect this informal settlement. So for those of you that aren't from this part of the world, an informal settlement is literally a place where people built houses on raw land. There's no permits, there's no zoning, there's no nothing. And so these people live here, but they decided to build their houses underneath some trees that actually had some old lightning strikes in them. You can see there's one there and there's one there. This tree's still doing better despite it, but a gentleman a few months ago was actually disabled by one of these trees falling over and almost killed him, but now he's either in a wheelchair or he's on crutches. I can't remember which, but the city of George decided to help them out at their own cost, and they're going to remove any of the hazard trees. So any of these tall blackwoods, which do tend to blow over in the wind, this big leaner here, those are coming out, and then of course these three big pines. There's another 10 trees or so further into the development that we have to get to as well, but this is where we're starting for the day. Interesting project, but I'll send you some video from the top, show you what it looks like from up there. So everything we're working on today is, at least on the pines, is half dead. So in typical arborist fashion, I'm going to go up as gingerly as possible. Aaron's going to set me a drift line, a lowering line on that side, and we'll swing these pieces into this drop zone away from the house. And once I'm low enough and comfortable enough, I might be able to just shoot the last few logs into here. And we're going to leave these standing about 3 meters tall, about 10 feet or so, so that they can be, they're not going to be in the way, because there's pedestrian paths that kind of go through this whole place, and we have to try and keep some semblance of order in the area. Whenever we get into a tree, we like to try and confirm what it is that killed the tree. And this definitely was a lightning strike. This line of mechanical injury goes all the way up the tree, and it's mainly focused on this side. But you can see the secondary issues that arise. This is all frass from the borer beetles. There's some carapaces here as well. I don't know how well you can see these. Here's one. There's a little borer beetle right there. He's hiding. There's three big ones right there. So it's always good to just reconfirm and reinvestigate. You can see all the frass, what it is that's killing the tree. Obviously the beetles didn't kill the tree, they're just secondary. Many times people think that it's the beetles that killed the tree, and they're just coming in to do the cleanup. They're a lot like sharks. They only affect a tree after it's already ill, sick, or dying. So oftentimes it's a symptom, not a cause. Shoot some more from the top. This one's busy digging right now. Look at him go. He's running inside the hole. So as I go, I'm checking my phloem and sapwood as I go, just to make sure that I'm not running into anything that's super soft. In this part of the world, there's a lot more moisture, so I'm just checking everything as I go to make sure that as I'm advancing, I'm not getting into anything that's soggy. If I find anything super soggy, I'll tie in over here and then swing back over and keep working. But so far so good. Everything's rock solid. I don't know if you guys saw that, but my spike just sank in really deep right here. It's solid, but it's soft, and I don't like soft pine. So I think what we've decided is I'm going to shoot this whole top into this garden here. We've taken down the washing line. I'm aiming as long as I can to get away from the satellite dish and the fence. I'm aiming straight out for that pepper tree. It's actually not a pepper tree, that's an umbu tree. It's a South American tree. Let's see how this goes. So there's another big beetle right there, big boar beetle. So I'm cutting at 50%, even more. I really want to off-weight the balance towards the direction of fall because the tree looks almost balanced. So just to give myself a little extra, I don't have any wedges with me, so I'm just going to let the tree hold itself over. Yeah, you can see it's full of galleries, so I'm not super happy about this tree. Here we go. Clear, clear, clear. Yes. Yes.
Nice shot.
Thank you, sir. Luckily, the tip of it crumbled, or it might have actually gone too far, but that tree was soft.
Yeah.
Okay. Clear my side. You guys are probably wondering why I did such a weird ass cut. It's two birds with one stone. I didn't want to deal with this and have it bump the tree. Obviously I could have just cut that off. But I also wanted a long hinge because, hey! I also wanted a long hinge because I want this to get past vertical so that it lays, trying to get it to land on its back so it doesn't spike in and go towards the house. So, Roderick, can you move that blue can for me? Over here, that blue plastic bottle. If I hit that wrong, the piece will bounce funny. You can just set it further back in the yard. Yes, thank you. Is it full? Does it have water in? No, okay. All right. So I'm off a little bit. I'm a little bit high on the side, but it should be okay. It's actually in a good favor. So, let's So that's why I wanted that. I wanted it to land flat. Seemed to work. I think we do one more of these and we'll call it good. Aaron has very kindly asked me to get out of the way so he doesn't hit me with the top. And I'm much obliged to do so. And hide behind my dead tree. Ready? Oh! Yeah! Oh! Might take a weird bounce off these trees, so yeah. Hey! Nice shot, Aaron. Good shot. Good job, boys. All right, I'm done. You guys can go help the other climbers. Thank you. Take that rope if Aaron needs it. So this is another little trick that I do, and I learned this actually from one of my guys back in the US. When I'm working on spars and I don't want to leave my climbing rope in to pull the log over, but I want to SRT down, you can see what I did is I took a bite and stuck that through the carabiner and then used a secondary carabiner to hook that bite to my bridge. And you have to kind of fiddle with it. You want to make sure that it's choking correctly, but this is an excellent way to get down from the spar and be able to retrieve your rope when you're finished. There's obviously other configurations you can do. But if you have an SRT device and you use it quite often and you do a lot of spar work, this is a great way to do it. You can see I kind of lower into the system and check it, make sure I'm happy with it and it's moving correctly, and then I take my flip line out and rappel down. And it's like it's a 3-to-1 now, so you have to make sure you have enough rope to reach the ground. Obviously this is a short spar now, but you also don't want to do this on something that's incredibly slick. I've tried this on palm trees, and you sometimes will fall a few feet and you get a little heart attack on the way down because the knot slips. But you can see here I go to retrieve it, and if I remember right, it actually got stuck in the tree and I had to use a pole saw or something to take it off because it got stuck on the stub. But I recommend using that on a tree that has some heavy bark or some stobs that will catch it if it does slip. And you can see right there it's stuck. So it's not foolproof, but it is a great system that's retrievable. I may not use it over concrete because obviously you do have a carabiner on the end of that rope that's going to come flying down and whip the ground. I don't mind doing it on grass and dirt, but you may want to think twice about doing it over concrete. And once I'm on the floor, I help Aaron pull over the rest of his tree. I wanted to show you guys a hitch that I use quite often for doing tree pulls and log pulls like this. It's a Siberian hitch, also known as like a grapevine hitch or daisy chain hitch, several different names for it, but it's a wonderful hitch for this type of thing. It's obviously not life support, but all you have to do is untuck the tail and give it a pull, and it comes off really easily. It's really nice for new groundsmen and greenhorns to learn. And even seasoned groundsmen like it because it's just so easy to deal with, especially if the log is on its side or rolls in a funny way. It's easier than trying to get two hands underneath the log to untie a running bowline. But you can see here, it kind of reminds you of maybe opening a bag of rice or dog food or something. You get that first tail untucked, and then the rest of the knot comes apart quite easily. There's a lot of people out there showing you how to tie it, so I'm not going to waste your time with that, but add it to your arsenal. You'll be glad that you did. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you on the next video. Cheers. Enjoy your day.